Good day, everyone. I would like to talk about Peter Obi and his background. If you remember earlier, back in 2023, when Peter Obi first declared for president of Nigeria, he would say, and Soludo would let me not say often, Soludo would antagonize him or criticize him or oppose him. And he would often say that he's a trader and that he has done his part in in governing Anambra, and that he's leaving it to his brother, Professor Soludo, who is a professor, to now do his part. Now, when people heard that, I know that many people would actually just listen to what Mr. Obi said and just take it for face value and not read more into it. But let me explain. You see, when Peter Obi said he's a trader and that he has done his part and that he's now leaving it to the professor to do his part, it was actually a challenge. Let me explain. You see, I have a theory that the best university in Nigeria is on the Main Market, bar none. There is no institution in Nigeria that trains young men and women in survival, gives them survival skills, trading skills, business skills than on the Main Market. And it does it at such a large scale that no university in Nigeria can match. These people go into, let me not digress into that. So when Peter Obi says that he's done his part as a trader, it's actually a challenge between on the Main Market traders and university professors in economics. Who's a better governor? I can tell you that, as anyone who is from Anambra State can tell you, there is no community where most of the prominent men in that community are not Onitsha Main Market traders or veterans of Onitsha Main Market. It may not be on Main Market itself, it may be Ochanja or any of the numerous markets we have in Onitsha. These young men join these markets at a very young age. They rise through it. And there, they marry, they have children, they train their children, they build homes, they have investments. They build those tall buildings you see in Onitsha. They become very prominent in their hometowns. They become red cap chiefs. If you go to any community in Anambra State, for each community, there are 20 most prominent men. The overwhelming majority, the largest group of that 20 will be Onitsha Main Market traders or veterans of Onitsha Main Market. Lawyers, for instance, will be a small minority. Doctors will be a small minority. Every other profession will be smaller than the Main Market. And those men are the ones that dominate the communities. And the skills they get from that market are immense. They learn how to survive from a very young age. They learn how to trade. They trade even when they have no goods, they still trade. So the challenge that Peter Obi was drawing with Professor Soludo is, you have seen what I can do as a trader. Let's see what you can do as a professor. And of course, almost 5 years into Professor Soludo's governorship, everyone can see that Peter Obi is miles ahead of Professor Soludo. I hate to say it, but it's true. I've been here watching it. No one had to tell me. I've been here. I was here when Soludo first challenged Peter Obi in 2010 to become, to oust Peter Obi. And I know how poorly he did. I was here when Peter Obi was here for governor for 8 years and how he moved things along. And I'm still here watching Governor Soludo steadily antagonize the people of Anambra State with his style of governance. So, but of course, the jury is still out on Professor Soludo. He still has 3 years, maybe, who knows? By the end of 3 years, we'll see how far he's done. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Then a Chamane market trader is ahead of the professor. That's the moral of this story today. Thank you for listening.